This is Domination on Arcaden. I am Joel, aka Elder Hunter, and today is my first video to be posted on YouTube. Today I'm just going to go over my plans for the YouTube channel, my love for gaming, and why I'm going to get into commentary. Now my plans for the YouTube channel are to get some montages up, primarily Battlefield 3 montages, but I'll do some Call of Duty montages and even maybe some montages with either Star Wars The Old Republic PvP or something along those lines. Now also my plans for the YouTube channel are to do dual comms with MW3. Now that channel is going to be a combined channel with MW3. He's going to have his own separate channel, like I'm going to have my own separate channel here, but together we're going to make the 843 Casual Killers channel, and the commentary that's going to be on that is going to be a dual comm where him and I both play together to accomplish the commentary. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys check it out. Let me know what you guys think. And some other commentaries that I'm going to do are some solo commentaries with strategy on what I do in each map and why I have certain loadouts and certain perks, and updates that are going on with the channel, anything new or anything exciting. Now, where I got into gaming, I'm going to give you a backstory of why I got into gaming and how that ties into my commentary. I started getting into gaming roughly around 16 years ago. I want to say it was about 16 years ago when I truly got into gaming. My first game I remember playing was like Eye of the Beholder 1, 2, and 3. Now a lot of people probably don't know what that game is, but it's old school. It's back in the day. It's Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Rules 1. That's bad. It's like they're on Rule 4 or Rule 5, Rule Book 4 or 5. And for you guys that play Dungeons & Dragons, they know what that is. But that love for gaming, of course, blossomed because when you're a child, when you love something, you just want to continue to play it. It evolved into Doom, into Quake, into Diablo 1, into StarCraft, to EverQuest, better known as EverCrack, and for good reasons. And all those games evolved again into what I play today, which is primarily first-person shooters. I love those games because they're competitive. I love MMOs, playing PvP because they're competitive. But I also go back to my roots. I love me some good RPG role-playing. I know EA and BioWare do a great job with the Mass Effect series, with Diablo, or the Dragon Age series, and Blizzard's doing a great job with the World of Warcraft. And they're doing, hopefully, I've only seen some teaser trailers on Diablo 3, but I'm hoping that's a good gameplay. And those games, that true passion for gaming really gave me that, alright, yeah, this is what I love to do. Because then, when you're gaming and you start to see other people gaming, you're like, oh yeah, maybe that's not so bad. Maybe mom isn't right about everything. Still love you, mom. You're right about most things, but not about how much I love gaming. Where I was a closet gamer for most of my life, and the biggest part about being a closet gamer is you don't have anybody to share your excitement with. When I got Diablo 2, when I got to our hell difficulty and I beat Diablo and Diablo 2, not the expansion, just Diablo 2. It sucked because you're like, oh, I beat Diablo 2, yeah. No one knew how awesome it was to beat it in hell difficulty except for other Diablo 2ers. And then the expansion comes out, like, oh, I cannot wait to play Diablo 2. The Throne of Baal, whatever. I couldn't wait for it, but I didn't have anybody to share it with. And that's what really I love about the gaming community now, is that it's a community. You could go on to their websites and their forums and post stuff, say, oh, I can't wait for this, or go on YouTube and watch YouTubers put material up, and you're like, I can't wait for Diablo 3. I can't wait for the expansion of, put in your insert game there. Now, the moment I stopped becoming a closet gamer and became a gamer, which is a huge open thing for me, was when I played Halo 2, and I was working at GameStop at the time. I was there for the midnight release for Halo 2. There was lines stacked up down the mall, and all these people were there for one reason, for Halo 2. And that's when I saw and noticed, alright, Halo, I love Halo. I love playing Halo 1. I couldn't wait for Halo 2. That's when I noticed gamers weren't closet. They were a community. They were always together. They just never had any way of being together. And that's when, you know, the Xbox Live community was getting huge. And that's when that's why I think the Xbox community is better in a way than PlayStation Network, because that's where it started, was with Halo. If Xbox never had Halo to use the Xbox Live, I don't think Xbox community would be as popular as it is. Because that community developed when everybody was still closet gamers. I mean, online play was not very popular. You had, at that time, you had Diablo 2 and EverQuest 1 was, I don't think EverQuest 2 was out yet. So you didn't have much of a community of gamers to be able to play together. And Halo 2 really was the spark of that gaming community together. And that's when also I decided that being a gamer was something I could be proud of, not just hide it from my fellow peers and share it with only people that were close to me that were also gamers. One of those people that I was able to share gaming with before Halo 2 was when I met MW3, one of my best friends now. Him and I played Quake together. And that's when I saw him playing Quake for the first time, I never would have thought that this guy was a Quaker, ever. I don't mean Quaker as a religion, for gamers that are out there. You guys know what I mean. I was at a mutual friend's house, and he was playing Quake at our mutual friend's house. And I had never seen him play any game, ever. When I saw him playing Quake, I thought to myself, this guy, he's on my level. I play Quake. The only people I used to play Quake with at the time were my dad's coworkers. So I didn't have any mutual 5th and 6th graders to play Quake with. And it was quite the revelation for me to have a fellow peer that played the same game that I play. So then from that point on, him and I were able to, we found that common ground, and then we just, from there on, 15 years later, we now are roommates as 26-year-olds in Charleston, South Carolina, playing Call of Duty and posting stuff up on YouTube. If it weren't for games, I would never found the best friend in my entire life. So without that, I have to thank gaming just for that purpose. If I stopped playing games today, I would have still what I have in my life now. It wouldn't be any better. Now, why I got into commentary and why I got into doing this commentary thing with gaming is that I wanted to take something I always do. I always game. I've been gaming for, like I said, almost 16 years now. And it's been, actually I think I've been gaming for more than 16 years, but that's just a rough guess. I wanted to get my gaming into something that is actually a produced item. I wanted to stop being something I waste time on and something that I spend time on. Because really all gaming does, you produce an avatar, you make him level 85, and then what? And you just make another avatar, produce him to level 85, and then what? You just keep doing it over and over again. Instead of doing that, I wanted to actually make something from basically digitally nothing. Now, when I thought of, I wanted to do commentary, it wasn't like that. I started watching other commentaries, and I just would enjoy what I was watching. I'd see Steve Schwint and Woody's Gamertag, and White Boy 7th Street, and FPS Russia, and Babia. I'd just see them just play. I just would enjoy their material, and I just sit there and think, that's really cool. It's cool that they get to get paid to do that kind of work. It's amazing. Then I started thinking, I'm seeing Babia, I'm seeing Steve Schwinn, I'm seeing Woody, put all these gameplay up, and it's similar to my gameplay, my game style. I'm not saying I'm not comparing myself to anybody, but I feel like I have as good of skill as they do in games. So I thought, well, why don't I try it out? So it's all it is, really. It's just a way of taking what I want to do all the time and produce it into something that is I can actually like tangibly see. tangibly be able to say, oh yeah, I made a YouTube video, check it out on YouTube. Instead of saying, yeah, I prestiged for the 4th time this weekend. What'd you do? Went to the bar, that's cool. You know what I mean? And that's just, it's something along those lines. Now, when I got into gaming and commentary, I'd say about 2 months ago. So this is my first video after 2 months of actually playing games, recording games, and seeing, alright, this is, wow, this is a lot harder than it actually seems. Because you have to get gameplays, you have to get, take the time to watch the videos that you recorded, and then pick out the ones you want to put up. So it's quite the investment of time. But this game is coming to the end. It looks like we're going to be losing. It's 190 to 181, but we just 3-capped them. So pretty much what happens here is we turn the game around from losing the entire game to actually winning by, I think, 7 points. And I think they only get 3 points from this point on, which is crazy because it means we 3-capped them for at least 2 minutes. Yeah, it's about to end. They're going to capture A. I'm going to throw a predator missile on them, and the game's about to end. Well, keep an eye out for my gameplay montages for Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty, and go check out 843 Casual Killer's channel, Dual Common with myself and Dago73, and thank you very much for watching.